with Read to Me, Mrs. C. Learning through reading is fun. Yippee! So let's open a book and we'll have an explore. The more that we read will mean you're learning more. Why, hello there, and welcome back to Read to Me, Mrs. C. It's exciting to see you today. I have a story today that takes place in the fall, and it's a story about friendship, and it's also a story about making choices with how you feel. In this story, one friend is trying to make another friend happy, and that friend isn't happy. We're going to have to see what happens in today's story. So get yourself comfy, get yourself cozy. We're going to start reading now. A Fall Day for Bear, written by Bonny Becker, illustrated by Kady, MacDonald, Denton. This wonderful story is published by Candlewick Press. Bear liked fall. He liked the cold in the air. He liked the wind in his fur. He liked the rustle and tumble of the leaves. He especially liked the feeling that something was about to happen. One morning, Bear waited for a tap, tap, tapping on his front door. He waited, and then he waited some more. Bear stood up to look out the door. Where was Mouse, small and gray and bright-eyed? Bear had promised to go on a picnic with Mouse. They always met at Bear's house for picnics and parties and other things that were fun.
Most bothersome,
Rumbled Bear.
I will wait 5 more minutes and then...
Bear didn't really know what would happen then, but he liked the grumbly sound of it. Bear waited 5 more minutes, but still no Mouse. Bear began to worry. Mouse was never late for fun things. He would go meet Mouse on the path. The wind snatched at Bear's picnic basket and sent a pickle flying. What if the wind had carried Mouse away? Mouse was awfully small and gray and bright-eyed, of course, but that wouldn't help him. Bear started to walk faster. Then he slowed. There was Mouse sitting by himself on a stump. He didn't look like the usual mouse. His tiny shoulders were slumped. His head was low.
Mouse?
Said Bear. Oh, it's you, said Mouse. Hey, my friend, look at Mouse's body. His shoulders are slumped. His head is low. That's his body's way of saying he's not happy. And did you hear his voice? It didn't sound very happy either. Mouse didn't sound happy to see him. Mouse was always happy to see him, wasn't he?
What's happened?
Asked Bear. Mouse picked up a fallen acorn. I think, sighed Mouse, I think I'm sad.
Sad? Preposterous! You can't be sad.
All the leaves are leaving. The birds are waving goodbye. The flowers are gone.
Oh, that?
Said Bear.
It's fall.
I don't like it when things go away, Mouse said quietly.
Oh,
Bear sat down next to Mouse. He tried to think of how he could cheer him up.
"I brought the picnic,"
said Bear. He pulled out 2 apples, 2 peanut butter sandwiches, 5 cookies, and 1 pickle. After a moment's hesitation, Bear snapped the pickle in 2. Mouse watched a maple seed twirl by. "Oh, gone," he sighed.
"What a delightful contraption,"
declared Bear. "Gone, gone, gone," Mouse whispered as the seed fluttered to the ground.
"Here now," said Bear. "Look, I have wings."
Mouse barely glanced up.
"I am the Autumn Fairy,"
Bear cried, pretending to flap his wings. Bear was not overly fond of fairies, but sometimes Mouse liked them. Mouse just stared at his toes. "It started to rain," he said. "My fur is getting all wet." My reading friend, we're at a point in the story where Mouse is just not happy. Can you tell me now why Mouse isn't happy? You're right. He's feeling sad about the change from summer to fall. Let's see what happens in the rest of the story and see if Mouse continues to feel sad about fall and if Bear can help him change how he feels. Okay, here we go. Bear had to admit that his fur was getting all wet too. "The sun has gone behind the clouds," said Mouse, "and the ground is all muddy." Bear drooped. It was true. How foolish he had been not to see what a sad sort of day it was after all. Mouse watched a raindrop drip off the end of his nose. He could not be cheered.
"I'm going home," Bear announced. "I shall be deeply sad by the fire."
Bear stood up. He took a step. His hind paw slipped. Bear quickly shifted to the other paw. His other paw slipped. Bear swayed backward. Bear swayed forward. He teetered left. He teetered right. He spun his arms.
"Ah!"
Bear fell on his hindmost into a huge puddle.
"This is the worst day ever."
"Oh dear," Mouse said. He covered his snout with his tiny paws. He began to giggle. He squished his eyes shut. He couldn't help it. He laughed out loud.
"It's not funny,"
shouted Bear. "I'm sorry, Bear," said Mouse, still giggling, just a little.
"I will not tolerate your boorish laughter," Bear growled. "This is no laughing matter."
Bear's growl sounded odd, almost like he was trying not to laugh too, even though everyone knew it was not funny. Mouse tried to look solemn, but his whiskers twitched and his eyes were bright as raindrops.
"Humph,"
Bear harumphed.
I suggest we retire to my house, where we may be deeply sad by the fire.
Will the fire be warm and crackling?
It's possible.
Will there be tea and pickles?
It seems quite likely.
Then I suppose we must go, said Mouse.
Bear stomped through the mud all the way home, getting wonderfully messy. Mouse rode on his foot, getting even more wonderfully messy. They both had nice warm baths, fixed 2 cups of tea, and grabbed 2 pickles and 2 very large cookies, and settled down to be deeply sad by the fire. My friend, look at their faces. Are they really deeply sad? I don't think so. I think they changed their mood. What do you think?
My friend, what did you think about the ending in this story? My goodness, there were happy feelings in this story and sad feelings in this story, and in the end, happy feelings. Sometimes your feelings can change about the very same thing, just like it did for Mouse in this story. Okay, if you like this story, push the like button. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. And please share this story with somebody else. And I want you to think the next time you're feeling sad about something, how you can turn it around so that you feel happy. Okay, until I see you again, keep on reading.